This is where seized excavators from illegal mining fields, excavators that are being used in illegal mining in forest reserves, have been parked. Now, this morning we had information that there's been a directive from somebody, an authority, that all these seized excavators that have been properly and lawfully kept in the custody of the commission be released.
The big men, all these boys who are there in Galamsey, Omni Kobo, they don't have money to even buy the track. So ask yourself, who is buying the track? Because what will be almost a machine and then they'll buy, because the kind of money they are making into it and the kind of big boys who are behind it, they are fueling it.
The social contract between us and them is very clear. You told us that you are going to repeal the LI 2462, and that's exactly what we expect from them, nothing more, nothing less.
Hello, baby. I will be the name is Ben Bruce. I have fresh gossip. It means near my apostle. I said, you are won't see and I'm a video book on Sacacratcho. But my book on Sunday, a book on San Sebi, a digana, a compuntu. Endra Okatakyie, formerly of Angel FM, demonstration against Galamsey. Now the theme is said Galamsey must fall now. Actually, videos be, other platforms to say Kelvin Taylor, no can be say, it was a flop. No. The essence of the demonstration is what I was worried about. I mean, the essence of it and how is it going to benefit me. And no, I don't care if it's even one person. If it's me awakening the minds and the thoughts of people, I can remember them. But then I want to delve into Galamsey a bit. Some of the things that NDC promised, have they been able to fulfill it? And what are the things in the net Joy FM has chanced upon certain information? And then we need to have, so stay tuned. I have exclusive, information for you. But before the Okatakyie, demonstration.
We are saying that is not a contractual agreement between us and them. The social contract between us and them is very clear. You told us that you are going to repeal the LI 2462. And that's exactly what we expect from them, nothing more, nothing less. They told us that it is discriminatory for President Akufo-Addo to arrest Aisha One and deport her instead of putting her before the law and facing the full rigors of the law. Not only have they come in and deport only one person, but now it has become their foreign policy that any citizen and non-citizen who destroys our water bodies, who destroys our forests, when we arrest them, we will not put them before the law courts for them to face the full rigors of the law, but they are going to deport the person to their home countries for them to go and enjoy clean water with their wives and kids. That law, that policy is discriminatory, which is against Article 17 of the 1992 Constitution, which clearly states that there shall not be any law, any act, which shall discriminate on grounds of gender, creed, or race. How can we live in our own country when we, the citizens, we are caught for the activities of Galamsey? We will be put before the court and be jailed for 20 years and over. But when a non-citizen who is supposed to be punished to deter others do cause the same atrocities, we say that we are going to say, put them on the place, say bye-bye, go and enjoy the largesse with the kind of ill-gotten money that you had from us. That cannot be law, and we are speaking against it, so they should reverse that policy as it stands now, period. What do you say?
I saw you enter here with the police. What happened?
Certainly the police is our friend until they give us a reason to believe otherwise. So when we came in, the police is now having a tete-a-tete for us to understand the modalities through.
Listen. Let's send this message to the people. We have been law abiding since 2 p.m. the commencement of this program or activity. Unfortunately, we agreed with the police that when we get here, there is going to be a sequence of activities. Unfortunately, the police is playing games. We asked that the Liberation Square or avenue is where we are going to set up and show some videos to the people. But the police clandestinely has sacked our person even when they gave us their word.
Is that the information people gave
you? Which media house are you from?
I work with 1957.
You work with what? What?
1957 news.
Which one is 1957 news?
1957 news.
Don't be an enemy of the struggle.
I'm not an enemy. I'm here to
I am giving you an information and you're asking me nonsense. That is that what so when I'm saying something, I don't have an evidence to it, and I'm sitting here and standing here saying it. It's fair to get clarity when I've actually given you the information. Which clarity again? Where is the screen? You see the screen? Point to the screen and let's see. Do you see the screen here?
No.
Don't be an enemy of the struggle. We will treat you as such. So we are giving you information that when the police at all material times agree with us on one thing and do another thing, then we are left with no choice than to disbelieve them. And when the people no longer have trust in the police, I am sure you people know the outcome. We want to still believe that the police, it was a mistake for sacking our people away. We need our screen. Other than that, I cannot really assure what the people will do next. For that, I cannot assure. Thank you. And we are not afraid, I must be honest. We are not. We only chose the path of peace.
Yes, demonstration, of course. So come on now. Some of the things I said, why did he even go on a demonstration? Very straight. You'll be afraid of the social contract between a political party and the people of Ghana. Before NDC came to power, normal Kase, Ekufuado, he's not fighting the Galamsey well, and Nanyama do what I saw here and all that. Into me and himself, this is going to be a new thing. And let's take, look at some of the things that NDC promised us as people, as Ghanaians. The first thing was said, Okatakyie Obama declared a state of emergency at all mining sites. Or maybe say, what's a state of emergency? And no year in Shishaya, a Bible to me, they and I'm on to be my year to me too, because of certain situation. Yes, Galamsey, it has become something which is what a threaten our very fiber of society, because and now Ghana and so be saying, police post headquarters of and all that. It's become a menace. It's NDC and Major Muhammad Kase Obo declare the state of emergency at those places, so that how safely can we even mine, our gold and make sure, it's going on well. It hasn't been able to do it. The state of emergency hasn't come. That is one of the reasons for going to the demonstration. The second one is what we call the gold board as Samiji Edhano. People are arguing, said the gold board, are counterproductive to the fight of Galamsey. What do you mean? Gold board, and they say, a buying to gold, a small scale industry for now, every month, gold are up at 12 tons every month from this small scale, miners. No, baby, says, so this from the small miners, small scale miners. Yes, you say in the book of Ghana, every small scale miner means what? Galamsey. It means that naturally you are going to what? Encourage Galamsey. That's what people are saying. The third one is what we call an legislative instrument. Sadia is being passed by the parliament, and within a parliament, they are not supposed to do rules and all that. They are supposed to pass laws. Laws are a legislative instrument. Now, we call legislative instrument 24629. now. It stated clearly said mining in our forests is allowed. And on our NDC forecast, they will ban it. No, the tone has changed. I form someone banning him. I form say we need to amend it But the demonstration for said, no. And you know how can. In my view, it should what be totally repealed. Because what may be the moment you give license to somebody to mine in what a mining area, it means you are giving license. They should destroy what our forest, because the forest is what holds Ghana. And when you see over to we have a go to say your forest. Okay, now we have destroyed about 70% of our forest. It is a total abolishment. You can't mine at forest zones. That should be the thinking. But then Mama said he's going to what amend and reform it. And you say no. Now we have another LI. I know here LI 2404. That LI a track choir and yes track it as excavators excavators near the two way a track choir say to me tracking near who say excavator way a way if ya a region way region that was it a place I am on plan which was the way to go, because semi excavator na ko baby na enye ho na ese ko na akoho it means I'm going to be sanctioned. It means that you can track it. But this airline up to now, we haven't been able to bring up software. Said excavator we had an echo. Another thing is true is that your chief offenders of the miners now. Normally, you have to go to the MCE or the DCE. Who are the MCE, DCE? Their political appointments are almost to what the development of the towns. Now, this political appointments, especially the DCE, or the head of the RISEC, because the RISEC and the security at the area, to say security is being headed by what? The DCE. Now, most of the DCEs are into Galamsey. I'm telling you. It's Okatakyie say, offender now, DCE it means the fight is not going to go. Because the panel he's deep into Galamsey. You can't tell me, your friend is saying police station there your friend is saying they don't even know that people are mining. The last time I was coming from Kumasi, I saw the distraction. Serious. I was sure and I was saying, what is really happening? But you share here. So this thing has to be decoupled. You can't decouple. People say DC or the MC has to lead the fight to go and arrest people. It should purely be a police thing. Police, when they see it, they should just wait, and then there should be a special courts set up to try Galamsey offenders. Now I just wait. What is it? The next one is, and the last one is what? To identify the big men. All these boys who are there in Galamsey, Omni Kobo, they don't have money to even buy the track. So ask yourself, who is buying the track? Because what do we mean? Almost so much and they'll buy, because the kind of money they are making into it and the kind of big boys who are behind it, they are fueling it. Because some time ago, the drug men is cocaine being very powerful, especially in the Italian mafia. Government will say the only way to stop this thing is to make sure that the Italian mafia is cut off. It is the wait after the big boys. I don't know about my friend Escobar, or one of the big mafias. They were able to what? Take away the fight of what? Cocaine. And now cocaine is, virtually no more. So if Ghanaians or Ghana government really want to, stop it, you can do it. Another video, Dwight from said, some of the excavators, an order has been given, say return them. Return them.
This is where seized excavators from illegal mining fields, excavators that are being used in illegal mining in forest reserves, have been parked. Now, this morning we had information that there's been a directive from somebody, an authority, that all these seized excavators that have been properly and lawfully kept in the custody of the commission be released. And so you see the low beds here, they were used to cart 5 of the excavators. After we learned of it, we started pulling strings and talking to various authorities, asking why. Now there's another order asking them to return the seized excavators. And so all 5 of the excavators have been brought back. This is the last one that is being brought back. And these are seized excavators. These are exhibits that are going to be used for prosecution. So if you see them, they've been marked, properly marked. And you can see the writings on them in red, indicating that these are exhibits. And so you can see this one, Government of Ghana, Ashanti, where the dates they were seized, and exhibit number 01. These are awaiting, according to the Forestry Commission officials, there are cases pending in court. These are exhibits. Who will order for exhibits that are going to be used in prosecution to be returned and released? Who gave that order? And that's the major question that we are asking right now. Now there's been denials all across people we have cross-checked. We are still cross-checking, and at the right time, we'll bring you the right information.
And ya some Ghana there you where we're going. Excavators na sabe. Ya spend sika, I spending man hours amenkofobi akwa kocheche no. An order from above, sa word we minim, sa order no so ye kura, so ye kusie, so ye den, minim sa order no. But all the time they will tell you an order from above. Say you release excavators no. Trust me, maybe so are we really ready to fight Galamsey? And now say we are doing the job as usual, paying lip service to what we can do? Because if we are really meant to fight it out, releasing the excavators for what? Everything I make actually said, the big men behind it, they are the same politicians who sit at the Parliament House to pass the LI stuff, who the same people who are supposed to go after them. They are people who are doing the Galamsey. So how are you going to go? And no, now Okatakyie, the fight is on. Now this fight, I will carry it out straight. And then we will delve more into it in the coming days. I have a fresh gossip. The name is Ben Bruce. Subscribe, share. Me the 2 man outside can be manual.